Hello everyone. Is Nike a buy or sell? Is actually very bullish. The stock that helped Dow to push higher, the index higher in December. The company exceeded expectation from last earning result. So while I'm doing research about this company, I found something very interesting. Uh, the most expensive collectible sale shoes is selling for 560,000 US dollars. which is the one you can see, which you see on the screen, which have a signature of Michael Jordan. And most shoes are for Nike ranges from $100 to $275. And in this video, I'm going to cover why Nike is a buy, the price range, analyst report, and target price. Before I get into that, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Sam Wong. I graduated from a finance degree, and I've worked in the energy industry and manufacturing industry for years. Most recently, I've done projects, project management, and learned about more operation and look at big pictures and a lot of integrations of the application system and software. And that's how I get to study and learn a lot more about high tech in the last year. Unfortunately, because of the pandemic, I was laid off as well in June, which I worked for my last company for 10 months, which I learned a lot, and it was a contracting position. So there was a video I made for helping people who had lost their job how to look for, how to interviews and, fill applications form and so on. But unfortunately, because of the market is really poor right now, despite the unemployment rate and improvement in December number, it was still very difficult to find a job and also with quite a severe pay cut if you notice it. Even though the the lowest pay have raised for some of the states, because of the law and regulation. So, I mean, it's very difficult to talk about that when there are wide ranges of people, over America. Anyway, switch it back to talk about this topic. If you like it, please give me a like. If you have not subscribed, please click subscribe. That's gonna help me to reach my goal and hopefully eventually pay. YouTube can pay me because I have enough viewers. So what I'm so sure you all of you know what Nike is. Nike Incorporated is engaged in the design, development, marketing, selling of ethnic footwear in North America, Western Europe, Central and Eastern Europe, Greater China, Japan, and emerging markets. And I'm gonna show you some graph. You can see the graph. Nike has slightly underperformed when compared with Nasdaq. This is the Nasdaq percentage of return in a year. The stock 52-week low was $60 during the pandemic. It was dropping as low as $60, and it was as high as most recently 141. And the stock have been pretty bullish in the last month of December. If you see the graph here going up, and let's look at the historical earnings. This is the earning figures that give you an idea. So from May 2017 to November 2020, because their physical period is a little weird, most of the time you actually beat the earning estimate. If you see the green arrow, that's beat the but the couple of times not meeting the estimate, which is recently. So except for November 2019 and February 2020. The latest earning announcement, however, you look at the top, you actually beat the estimate by 20%, which is very good performance. And the actual was coming with 78 cents a share. This was because the Chinese market was recovered from pandemic much faster than anticipated. So then actually Nike was benefit from that a great deal. And what I like about this company is that's a very area. First, they have a positive earning per share, so it is very important for a company. They operating business which need to make money. I just don't understand if a company don't make money, why it's even there and existing. And especially, I mean, it's not private equity; it's a public company that you as a shareholder own a share of that. This company actually have a institutional investor 81% holding the company. which is actually pretty good, 81.5%, and with an industrial margin of 7.39%. So these numbers are very, very attractive figures. And then from a valuation perspective, you probably can't see these, but just some ideas. What I really like them about is that the potential PAC ratio is running 2.35%. It is one of the most profitable company in textile, apparel, and luxury goods. So this Nike stock is kind of have been compared not with other shoe industry, but with the luxury apparel and textiles industries. Just to bear in mind when you compare these, talking about industry standard there. And also Nike is also very efficient in terms of managing equity asset. Revenue per employee is much higher than textile, apparel, and luxury goods industry. So you look at effectiveness, which is what we talk about effectiveness. They're much more effective. Revenue per employee right here. It's much higher than industry comparison. And in terms of price change, it has up 39%, just like the graph that's shown earlier. Up 39%. And we compare to peers, which is Decker. Well, Decker was really definitely outperformed with all the major indices, and for a year you have up 72%, while Nike is up 39%. But that means that the stock still has a upside potential. The beta, which is measuring the risk, is lower, which is a good thing, 0.8, which is less than 1 year's average. And you compare to a few other, company, which is Skechers, Crocs, and Steve Madden. The beta is lower, and they also provided dividend yield was 0.78%, which is very good. And also the revenue, which compared to other company, even with Decker, the revenue is really way much more blow up the water, $38.8 billion compared to Decker of $2.2 billion. So Decker has gone up from 290% a year low, but Nike only up 135% from its low. Analysts have a strong buy with a range of $165 to $183 targeted. And again, you can, if you don't buy Nike, you can buy Decker. But here's the difference between Nike and Decker's all into perspective very quickly. Number of share outstanding. Apparently Nike is way much larger than Decker. So that's why the revenue is bigger, but the earning per share is much smaller. So earning per share, Decker has $11, while Nike is only about $1.70, I believe. So it was much smaller. But because of the size of that, put in perspective, this is why they're smaller. So Decker still have potential to grow from the current price, maybe another 10%. But Nike apparently would have another potential growth of 20%. So this is why I'm recommending, compared to the peers, all the number I just shared with you, I'm recommending Nike. So if you have any questions, feel free to send me an email, but I hope you liked the video and enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to Nike in the long range will continue to push up and beat the expectations. Thank you very much. Especially with pandemic, things will back in, a lot more people will actually go out to store to buy the pair of Nike that they like. Thank you.